been a long couple of days here. I've been fighting my generator, and I think I'm done with it. I think I'm done with gas generators. So for right now, I think on this next trip we're going to be going all renewable. So last night in here, I did generator surgery. You can tell it's just, there's stuff everywhere. I was in a mad dash. This is the old generator housing I had for the Onan Marquise. I was seeing some corrosion and a little bit of burn marks, like you can see that there. There's some corrosion here and here. I was thinking that, well, that was causing my low voltage that I've been having lately. There's a Minnesota mosquito. Jeez. So I bought this donor model here from someone on Facebook, and they told me everything worked great. Turns out no, it did not. So the stator here, or no, this is the rotor, not the stator. When I got it home, I should have measured it there, but it's measuring 9 ohms. It's supposed to measure about 24 to 30. I had to clean the carb. I got it all working, but I only got about 70 volts out of this. I don't know. The guy said he used to use it on a cement truck. You can see there's some cement and stuff there. Motor works great. Generating parts, not so much. Oh yeah, there's a governor. And then this is the other part of the operation. We just this morning. This is my original engine. It's still warm. The housing from the donor one, and it even, he said it's a new housing, and I believe it. But turns out my stator is, or not my stator, geez, I keep getting, the stator is in here. The rotor is attached to the engine. I'm still only getting 90 volts on mine when I was testing it. It's better than that one, but it's not going to do it for us. Good news is I now have two voltage regulators. Might try and sell those, recoup some cost. I don't know. So there's a diesel that is for sale, but I don't think, well, one, it's like $3,000, and that's a lot. And we're looking at doing about 3,000 to 4,000 miles here in the next 3-4 weeks. And I don't know that we want to spend quite that much money, but we've got our solar up there, right? 2,600 watts. And our 20 kilowatts of battery down there. Actually, it's like 21, 22, depending how fast we use it. If I was to try and stuff a diesel generator in there, in that bay, I'm gonna have to modify it. And we're trying to leave in 2 days. Not gonna happen, not gonna happen. So, we're gonna keep like $400 or $500 in reserve. And if we absolutely need a little bit of dyno juice power, we'll get one of those cheap little, 2,000 watt inverter generators and just run that when we need to. Other than that, I think I'm done with gas generators. Just can't. It's taken up so much of my time. My next move needs to be a diesel that can just run for days, weeks, months at a time without stopping, and it's just gonna be rock solid. These gas ones are just not doing it. Let's talk about something good. Let's talk about something that's actually going well for us right now. All right, so what's going good? I rebuilt this water manifold here, and it is everything's pressurized, and we're not leaking at all. That is so good, so good. I reworked some of my piping up here. I actually tried to pull my black tank out. As you can see, one of the drains was leaking right here. Oh, if you see my sweet little rainbow, or not, rubber band wristband, my Lucy made that for me, so I'm rocking that. But yeah, I redid a lot of this here just to make sure it was good and sealed, because we were getting some black tank odors, and right now I don't get a whiff of anything. And there is some black tank material in there because the way our dump valve is, we can never really get it all the way out. So don't worry, this is not poo stain, this is like gray water stain. We're not monsters. So let me show you on the other side what I did. So I also cleaned this side up. I added a P-trap here for the shower before the shower came down to about the level that was at, and just went burp. And I figured, because at the end it goes up again, I figured, well, that whole long thing is good enough as a P-trap, but it wasn't. That's a whole long plane of water. So if we go around a corner, that's a lot of pressure that water then has, it builds, you know, momentum going that way, and a bunch of it sloshes out, and it doesn't take much to make a little space up at the top for water to get through, or for air, stinky air to get through. So this would, geez, we would almost have to tip over for that water to come out of there. And this should be a nice dump out, because I did find a lot of sand in there, so I can always unhook that and unhook this, and then just unclog the sand and all that. Hey, you can kind of see the level of our black tank right now. So yeah, I might try and put some shelves and stuff in here so we can store this stuff better. That's kind of where our water and black tank issues are at the moment. One more thing. So one final thing we're working on is adding reflective film to all of our windows. I don't like that it doesn't look black anymore, but we're trying to reject as much heat as possible from the inside to reduce our air conditioner usage. And again, the vents work great. In all reality, we really probably won't need the generator, but we were going to do all this stuff anyway. So I'm putting those on all the windows. I'm 10% done. I've got 10 windows. I've got one done, and this is probably going to be the worst looking one. I didn't do a great job. Actually, it looks better and better as time goes on, but I messed up on the cutting of it here a little bit, and there's a couple of wrinkles in there and stuff, but got to use my skills when I did my own car tint before. So I got it's this giant roll of this stuff. Works really good. The key is don't do it in sunlight and windy. And when I did that one, the sun was beating down on this side and it was windy. So I'm gonna do those in the evenings. I got 2 evenings to go. We're leaving Wednesday. It is currently Monday. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, 2 more evenings. So that is kind of where we're at. So we are going to be heading out west, visiting the Black Hills again. We've been there once, but we would like to do it again. We felt like we didn't do as much as we wanted to do. Then we're gonna hit the Tetons through Wyoming, then on to Yellowstone, and maybe up to Glacier, and then come back through North Dakota. And if we do it right, we're gonna be gone 3 weeks. If we have a lot of fun, we might be gone more like 4. If we're really having a bad time, it might be less. But we're just gonna kind of roll with it. With everything going on, we haven't made many reservations. Actually, we have not made any. I have a lot of boondocking sites mapped out in my RV Trip Wizard. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to try and record as much as we can. Look forward to, you know, any advice or comments or, you know, any suggestions you might have for us. We'd love to hear them. Places to stay, things to do. So that's it for this one. We might have another video while we're doing all this other stuff, but I just want to get a quick update out. So it's good chatting. Hope things are good wherever you're at, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe and like it and all that kind of stuff. All right, bye.